Hey, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and mute you. And I usually wait about 3 to 4 minutes just to see if anyone else is coming on. We have 10 people in the mini shred. 3 of them are returning after a year of maintenance just to stay focused during the holidays. So they probably won't come on the Zoom. So it's probably only about 2 others or 3 others, but I'm not sure what they're doing. It's a Sunday at noon, so I totally get that. But I sat on here yesterday for a few minutes and I was like, all right, maybe people are busy. So I just didn't obviously do it because there was nobody on. So I think Jess said she was going to be coming on, so we'll give her just a few minutes and then I will go ahead and get started. It's just a welcome meeting. So I could tell you guys a little bit about me, about how I do my training, a couple of important things that you probably like, why is this happening? Or why does it say this? And I'm gonna go over all of that with you guys. So hang tight just a minute or two. And then we'll get started. I love that everybody's incognito, which is totally okay. I can't see without my glasses. So I can't read my notes, I should say. I'm just going to post in the group that we are on just in case. And we'll give it another minute and then we'll go for it. I'll probably keep you on here about 15, 20 minutes. Normally our meetings will be about 30 minutes. And they're always recorded. Another minute and then we'll get started. Oh, there we go. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm going to introduce myself, tell you guys a little bit about me, and we'll go from there. So we have 10 people joining the mini shred. A couple of them can't be on for it's Sunday, I get it, and then a couple are returning, so they don't need to be on here. First, I want to say hi, and I'm Coach Shannon. Welcome to the Shred Tribe. Normally, we do 8-week sessions that usually turn into 9, but this one is a 5-week mini because I had so many people asking me to have it for friends or family, so I decided, you know what, why not? Last 5 weeks of the year, let's go ahead and just do it. And then if you decide to stay on, we go right into the next session, which will be the first week of January. And then I run them every 8 weeks for the entire year. You don't see it right now, but there's about 125 people in the app that are current clients. But I only take on 10 new every session. This way you guys have my attention. Everybody else knows pretty much what they're doing. So a little bit about me. I have been doing fitness and nutrition for over 15 years. Prior to, I was an HR director for 3 YMCAs. At that time, I weighed 242 pounds. Ended up getting a divorce, and that revenge diet kicks in, and mental changes kicked in, and I became, I guess, obsessed with fitness and nutrition, got my certifications, and everything just snowballed, lost 100 pounds, and now I pay it forward. I've been paying it forward for about 13 years. It like boomed during COVID. And it just keeps going. So I probably have about over 1,000 transformations under my belt, including my own, including my sister's, which I'll show you guys as well, which after 50 years, she decided to take my advice. And 3 years ago, she's lost 90 pounds. So, and you'll see all these people that I talk to you guys about in other meetings, because right now it's just you guys. So this is just a welcome meeting. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is I'm super excited to have you in the Shred Tribe. Remember, this is a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. Diet is a 4-letter word. We go off and on diets. This is something that you guys are going to take with you when you go on vacation, when you go to parties, whenever you hit your goal, you don't have to stay in the Shred Tribe. You graduate. You can stay in, which some people do because they love the accountability, the engagement, the meetings. But it's something that you will always have with you. There's no restrictions. You can have the pizza, you can have the alcoholic beverage, you can enjoy the holidays. That's why I love starting these sessions right before the holidays kick in, even though we just missed Thanksgiving, but like New Year's and Christmas, because they say from Thanksgiving to New Year's, a normal average person will gain 10 pounds. That's crazy. But if you put in perspective, that's so true and could be done because we eat all the cakes and the cocktails and, we're always socializing. And how many parties do you have to go to? I mean, I work at 5 places, so I have to go to 5 different holiday parties. So it just, we're not very conscious of it during the holidays. Starting the Shred Tribe, you will be conscious of it and you'll be more considerate of what you're eating and more mindful of what you're eating. You don't have to be a total super athlete exercise person. You don't have to live in the gym. I calculate your macros personally for you. Whatever you tell me you do for your lifestyle is how I calculate it. Barbara, yours will not be the same as Jess's, and Jess's will not be the same as Nicole's, and so forth and so on. So you can't really share your numbers, but you can share your knowledge. And that is something I really pride myself on. Because I feel like I like to share my knowledge, that you guys should pay it forward and share your knowledge. And you will start to do that. Okay, so going into everything, a little bit of housekeeping. When you guys filled out your consultation form, I asked you what your goal weight was. And then you got in the app and you're like, wait a minute, this is not my goal weight. Why did she put this on there, right? Some people it's 30, some people it's 20, some people it's 50. Everybody's different. But if I put on there, all right, Jess, you have, and this is not, I'm going to use someone else that's not even in here. Jill put that she wanted to lose 50 pounds, and I put that as her goal weight. How daunting is that? Holy crap, I'm only 8 pounds out of my 50, right? But if I put it in 10-pound increments and you hit that 8 and you're like, only have 2 more pounds to hit that first goal. And then 4 goals later, you're like, holy crap, I only have 8 pounds to go to hit the 50. It's that much more encouraging. So yes, I do see where you want to lose the higher numbers, but I put them in, and every 10 pounds, I'll change your goal. And you'll see it change and update in the app. Although this is like a group communication right here, we communicate one-on-one. So in your app, you will see the messaging. I've sent you private messages. That's where we communicate. Please don't text me, and please don't Facebook message me. Let's communicate strictly in the app, because I turn my texting off when I'm coaching at Orange Theory. I'm teaching classes at UFit. I'm training private clients. I don't look at my texts. However, I will look at my app. So if you message me in the app, as soon as I'm doing what I'm doing, I could have 17 messages in the app. I bang them all out and I answer everybody back. That being said, I go to bed at night at 9 p.m. I wake up at 3:30 every morning. So if you message me after 9:30, 10, 11, it will go in the app. I just won't see it until I wake up at 3:30. Now, if you call me or text me after 9 p.m., you can guarantee you I will call you or text you at 4 a.m. So keep it all in the app, and I will respect your time and just respect my time, because we all need our sleep, and I'm not going to answer my phone after that time. So please just keep that in mind. I do answer really quick in the app though. In the app, I have added you in some groups. If you don't see them yet, that's because I just added you in the app today. So I haven't had a chance to add you in all the groups yet, but the most important group is the one where you see that fire symbol. And that's the holiday mini shred. That's where I'm going to post important messages. That's where I'm going to post who hit their daily nutrition in the beginning, so you guys can see who did that. And we're going to get to that as well. We're going to talk about how to log. We're going to talk about proteins and carbs and all that kind of stuff. Today is just basically you getting to know me. And I want you guys to know that I don't have a filter. People call me Sergeant Shannon, Lieutenant, whatever. But I've been there. I get it. I know it's hard, but if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And you didn't join the Shred Tribe because what you're doing now is working. So you got to open up your mind and know that what I'm telling you will work. If you stick to, I'm just trying to get that window thing not to glare. If you stick to what I tell you, it will work. Nobody's perfect, and I don't expect anyone to be perfect, especially right out the gate, right? Will you absolutely love what we're going to do? Probably not for the first 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my God, this is so great, Shannon. I love this. Because tracking macros at first seems very overwhelming, but I'm going to turn it into a game for you. We're going to call it Macros Tetris. And I'm going to help you every single day hitting your numbers. People say, oh, I don't eat carbs. I don't eat fats. I don't eat proteins. You have to get that out of your mind. Protein, carbs, and fats are essential. It is the full, wholesome way we should be eating. And that's how I calculate your macros, protein, carbs, and fats, depending on what you're eating, depending on what your lifestyle is. So everybody's going to be eating all of those things. Whether it's the same, it won't be. So also, everyone has a water requirement, and that is half your body weight in ounces every day. Maybe not the first day, maybe not the second day. Eventually, you'll start to get all your water in. Same thing goes with the 10,000 step habit that I've added in your app. If you are a massage therapist or a nail tech or somewhere that there's absolutely no way you're getting 10,000 steps in a day, let me know. We will communicate back and forth and figure out what number works for you. If you already know you're only doing 5,000, we're going to bump you up to 6, try to push you a little bit. Because remember, what doesn't challenge you won't change you. So we're going to bump that up. And then this way you have something to have a target to reach for your habits. And then every day when you get your habit done, water and steps, you just click it off. So I know that you took care of that. So you have a couple of choices to track your food. And when I say track your food, if you bite it, you write it. If you snack it, you track it. So we have MyFitnessPal, you have Fitbit, and then in my app, I have in-app tracking. The in-app tracking is amazing. It is simultaneous. You don't have to leave the app for it. There's no syncing needed. You also get food ideas and recipes, which is incredible. There's like thousands of them, which will help you with variety. Although I have groups for that as well. Now, if you've always used MyFitnessPal and you love MyFitnessPal and you're not leaving MyFitnessPal, that's not a problem. You have to let me know though, so I can send you a link so we can sync your MyFitnessPal with my app. Same thing goes with Fitbit. They do sync. The only thing is you're going to have to enter into your food tracking app and then it will go into my app. So the numbers won't be the same, but you're only using those apps as a tool, as a vessel to get the food into my app. Not a big deal. People have been doing it for 5 years since I've been using both the apps. So not a problem. It's totally up to you what you prefer. Sometimes they don't sync right away. It's not instantaneous. It's technology. So you have to just keep that in mind when you're deciding which method or which app you're going to use to get your food into the Shred Tribe app. You will also see, if you don't see the habits yet, you're going to see them tomorrow. You'll also see workouts. You don't have to do them. Those are optional. And I will be adding more workouts throughout the next 10 days. Some might be at home, some might be at the gym, and you don't have to do them, or you can do them. They're going to be in there regardless. Every Monday we weigh in, and you'll see that on your to-do list on your dashboard. And every other Monday, which would be tomorrow, would be the first one, you would be doing photos. It's front, side, and back. The app will prompt you on doing the front, side, and back. Let me see if I can get away from this little light thing behind us. if I keep my head here. No one else sees it except me. Hold on, let me see if I can just close this window real quick. Oh, I think it's already closed. That might be better. I think that's a little better. Okay. No one sees the photos except me, unless I message you and say, hey, Nicole, can I share your photos? You look amazing. Your transformation looks fantastic. And I'll ask you every single time. If you have an Apple Watch, you can sync it to my app. Let me know. That way you can see your protein, your carbs and fats on your watch. It'll sync your workouts, everything right into my app. Otherwise, you can manually log your workouts, which we're going to talk about at our next meeting. But I will be seeing that. We have a meeting normally every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. and has different topics that we do every meeting. If you look on your dashboard, you'll see YouTube. If you click on that, you'll see all the previous meetings. And you can watch those at any time. There's also workouts in there that you can do anytime you want. And if you can't come to the meetings, I usually record it and post it within probably 2 hours, depending on how fast YouTube usually is. But I try to do it right away. This way, for people that can't see it or watch it. You can also listen to them in your car, like a podcast. You don't have to necessarily watch me talking. People always ask me, what about eating out? Can I do your program if I eat out? Absolutely. I will talk about that as well. There's also a meeting for that as well. So I might always say, oh, here, listen to this meeting. It's a really good meeting and it will help you. The most important part is staying engaged, staying accountable. The app is there for a reason, and it's for us to communicate. It's for me to see your food, but it's also to be engaged with everything. So you're going to see different groups, like a memes group and a motivation group. And no, you don't have to post in it, but just know it's there. If you don't eat sushi, or you don't go to Costco, or you don't go to fast food, whatever, let me know and I can take you out of those groups. Unfortunately, you can't remove yourself, but I can take you out, no problem. I do ask that you post in the correct groups. So if you have something, a funny meme, please don't put it in the amazing food groups. If you have a recipe, please put it in the recipe group. They're there for that reason, so that other groups don't get bogged down with different things. Just make sure I didn't lose anything yet. We're going to talk about more about macros at our next meeting. I'm going to give you that day and time. And once again, I'm going to record it. Okay, so I just want to read you a couple of things. Why macros tracking and counting works. It's the flexibility. It gives you food freedom. No restrictions. You're not changed to a rigid meal plan. If you said to me, can you make me a meal plan for the next 5 weeks? I would say no. Because what will happen is I'll say, eat oatmeal, eat 3 egg whites, eat chicken for lunch, have broccoli, have Brussels sprouts with fish for dinner. And you might do that for 2 to 3 days. And then after that, you'll be like, what the hell am I doing? Screw this. I can't eat this for the next forever. So we don't do that. But I will help you build your meals by what you already eat, so that you know what you can eat if you're that type of person. You make your own food choices. That allows you to eat food you enjoy, and it allows you to eat out, and it allows you to have alcohol in moderation. When you adhere to tracking macros, you're adhering to everything, because there are no restrictions. You never have to say, I can't have that, or I can't go out because I can't eat there, or let's choose a different restaurant. You never have to say that, because we can figure out foods that fit in your daily budget, which we're going to talk about at our next meeting. And it will make it much easier for you to stick to what you're doing and take it with you wherever you go. Another reason why we track macros is they evolve while you change. So every time you lose 10% of your body weight, or your fitness regimen changes, or you're having surgery, or you've been sick, we can change your numbers like that. I just recalculate it, I change it in the app, and then you are good to go. So The best part about macros tracking is you can dial it in or you can open it up a little bit. And when you go on vacations, I always put you back on maintenance if you want to stick with that so you can enjoy your vacation. Then when you come back, we dial it in again and you go right back to what you're doing. But you're not going off and on any specific diet. Okay, I think I covered everything as far as the welcome meeting. You guys are gonna have a lot of questions. I totally get that. Tomorrow is Monday, and that is the 27th, I believe. We're going to have a Zoom meeting, Macros 101. Ideally, I would love to have it at 6:30 or 7 p.m. So if you guys can drop it in the group, you don't have to probably message me, just drop it in your fire group. And let me know which one works better for you, 6:30 or 7. It's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes, so just know that. And then it will also be recorded. So just keep that in mind as well. So Monday's going to be Macros 101, and then normally Wednesdays is our weekly meeting, but I'm changing that to Thursday this week because I have to cover for a coach at Orange Theory on Wednesday night this week. Okay, what I want for you guys to do, a couple of things for homework. Message me if you're using in-app tracking, MyFitnessPal or Fitbit, so I can make sure it's connected correctly. Message me if you have an Apple Watch or a Garmin if you have an Android. Message me if you cannot, you cannot do those 10,000 steps because we want everything set up perfect. If you guessed your weight, I need you to weigh yourself and tell me the correct weight because I will recalculate your macros and send you a new report. Barb, since you're the only one I can see, did you see where I gave you a report, a 17-page report in the app? Okay, good. So you got a notification, right? Okay, perfect. So that 17-page report is super important for you guys to read through. Also, my ebook on your dash is your Bible. Some people print it and bind it. Some people just keep it there and look through it on their phone. Whatever you want to do, it's all you. And then I have a link to send you guys of all my ebooks. It's overwhelming, so I don't like doing that first. So you're going to get that in about a week. But there's a lot of different ebooks that I've written. So you guys can use that anytime as well. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about tracking macros, how to hit your macros. I have a 10 over under rule, a bunch of things we're going to talk about. And like I said, that means about 30 to 40 minutes. And that's pretty much it. I always end every meeting by telling you guys to have an amazing day. Remember, always be badass. And I am super excited to be on this journey with all of you. For those that referred friends or family that are new, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And everybody have an amazing Sunday, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow or recorded. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming on.